Hello everyone. Today we're going to look at some coins that I have recently purchased. We're going to start with coins that I got at the flea market, and then we're going to look at some eBay purchases. We're going to start with the flea market, and the last time I went I got about 50 or 60 coins out of 5 for $1 bins, and there just wasn't that much turnover from the last month, so I've got just a small little bag here, but we're going to take a look at the ones that I did pick up. Everything here is new to my collection. We've got from Turkey, we've got 25 kurus from 2005, and I think that was the first year after they had converted their currency to the modern version. They had before this they had coins of 100,000 lira, and so something had to be done. Next up, from Sweden, we've got 50 ore, and Sweden tends to show the 3 crown design. Next up, we have from Peru. This one, 10 centavos, was a personal favorite of mine. If you look closely on here, see how close we can get that focus here. It's got a date of 1565 to 1965, so they were celebrating the 400th anniversary of the Lima Mint on this 10 centavos coin, and I thought that was quite fantastic. Next up, from Italy, we've got a 200 lira coin, and at the time, every year they had a different particular design on it. This is the 100th anniversary of that particular building. This coin was minted in 1990. We have, it's kind of tough to look through coins from Thailand, because to me they almost all look the same, but don't see as many that are more of this brass look to them, and especially a lesser crowded design on the back. So I thought that was kind of interesting, but I recognized that I didn't have it. Next up, we have from the Dominican Republic, we've got this 10 centavos coin from 1973, and one thing I think was interesting about this was it also says it's 2.5 gramos, and that is a callback to when they, a lot of Latin American coins would talk about how many grams of silver were in each coin, and they still printed that on there even though the coin was no longer made out of silver. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And this was a kind of a highlight. Anytime you can find silver in a 5 for $1 bin, it's a win. Even if it's something this small and it's only got 60 cents worth of silver as of today's spot price. But George VI, King, and over South Africa. So we've got a 3 pence coin here from 1937. Finally, a coin from Nicaragua. They've got the 5 mountain peak look on their coins, with kind of the what some people call the Smurf hat above it, and the rays coming off of that. And I like the kind of the neat design at the bottom of that coin. But this is a 5 centavos coin from 1899. One carded coin that I picked up was a Canadian dollar from 1984. This one is this commemorates Jacques Cartier, dated 1534 to 1984. So a Canadian dollar, not silver, not at that price. And I'd seen these on eBay for a while, and had not actually picked one up. It is almost surprising how affordable the proof coins are from the late 50s. I suppose the Ben Franklin half is not as popular as the Kennedy half, but we've got 3 90% silver coins that are going to be in here. We'll start with the 57 wheat penny, and of course these are all proofs, and we'll go over to the nickel, which is also not too interesting, but we'll get to the Roosevelt dime. I know that a lot of people don't really look too much at the Roosevelt dime, but hey, this one is proof. May have started to tone just a little bit on there, but next up we've got the Washington quarter, so modern that people don't really care about it as much, but Of course, the highlight of this is going to be the Proof Franklin $50 from 1957, of course. And so this set books for 22. I got it for 20. And the Franklin by itself, if you sold it individually, would be $13, and it actually would be worth more if it had the full crack shown on it. And so apparently you can't really get those in proof sets, but this one is that coin by itself has a book value of $13. So like getting that proof set, and like I said, I picked it up because I was actually surprised about how affordable it is. So now we'll take a look at different proof lots that I picked up recently. From Canada, we have a Stanley Cup quarter celebrating the 125th anniversary of the Stanley Cup. This was made in 2017. Of course, it has the modern portrait of Queen Elizabeth on the front. Next up, we have a coin from Tajikistan. See if we can get focus on that. Okay, from 2011, Tajikistan. This is about the smallest denomination coin they have. This is smaller than a dime. Is one of whatever that is. I can't read Cyrillic. We're going to go over to another former Russian country, and we've got 3 uncirculated coins from Belarus, and they look fairly similar on the obverse. They're all going to be the same, and they're pretty similar on the back too. With the largest coin there is a 5 Kopek coin. Then we've also got the 1 and the 2, and this one was only cost 99 cents to get all 3 coins shipped to me. Next, we're going to move over to this Hong Kong coin. I got it at a discount because it does have a hole in it there at the very top. But at the same time, it's Queen Victoria, dated 1889. Turn it over. It does have some of the Chinese characters on it. So this is a 5-cent silver piece. That cost me about $2.50, I think. Next up, we're going to go to a lot. It was advertised as 8 silver coins. There was 1 coin in it that was not silver. This one was the highlight, and this whole lot cost $10. And just the silver value of this first one alone makes up half that value. One of the coins was from Honduras, was not silver. And I thought there were 2 coins in the lot that were not silver, and I left him positive feedback because he did take a good picture of it, and I knew exactly what I was getting. But since he said they were all silver and they weren't, I wanted to kind of call him out on that. And he was really nice about it. He wrote back and asked me how to do better. One thing I noticed was his other lots that were all similar. He said they were all silver, and each lot had a coin that was not silver. And I don't know if he was trying to jip me or not, but he did take the step of listening to my feedback and correcting them. I did leave him positive feedback, like I said, because I knew exactly what he was getting. But first off, we have the pre-decimal coin from Australia of a florin. That's kind of an unusual, I guess that's like a half kangaroo, half lion, I guess. Kangaroo, since it's Australia. Normally the front half would be a person. But we've got Queen Elizabeth. That coin may have been cleaned, but yeah, I don't care. I got it for the silver value, and I didn't have one. This one, I didn't realize was silver at first. It is written silver on here, but it's actually billon, which is mostly not silver with a little bit of silver thrown in. That was more common in 1804. This is from Brunswick, from a country that eventually became part of Germany. So this is a pre-German coin. One Marien Grosch from 1804. And on the back here, it is kind of well worn, but looks like we've got kind of a horse, but I can't really read anything that is on that side. Next up, silver coin from India. We got a quarter rupee. That's a little bit bigger than a dime, not quite as big as a nickel, dated 1917. So again, we've got British royalty on it. This would be George V on that. It's kind of well worn. Going to get more boring as we go here. We have a from Curaçao, or Curacao. I always forget how to pronounce that, but 1/10 golden. Those are fairly common, easy to find silver coins because they're quite small. And then finally we have two fairly old, ancient, I guess they're pronounced ACKE coins, ACKE. So well worn, can't really tell what it is. They do have holes in them. They're interesting because they are nothing but Islamic characters. Never going to figure out what that is. But they're interesting. All that lot was $10, and I particularly like the first 2 or 3 out of that set. Last set we're going to look at is all of the coins in this bag are coins from a dealer where it was a flat price of shipping whether you ordered one coin or a bunch of coins. So the individual coins were priced quite well, and but I would not have just purchased one because of when you're going to add $3 of shipping to it. But if you're going to go out and buy 15 coins, then it's quite good. So here we have Brunswick Franken 20, 1954. This is from the country of Saarland. Saarland is another country that eventually became part of Germany, and I think this was the last of the smaller countries that to be part of Germany. But this one waited until after World War II to do that. Another country where it's my first coin from a country, we have Bosnia-Herzegovinia. And I think I'm saying that right. It's kind of a tough country to pronounce. It's 1 KM, and the KM stands for, well, the M is for mark, and so I think the K was something like a conversion mark or something along those lines. Next we have, what do we have here? This is from the Philippines. This is a war, 50 years of honoring World War II. So it's got the date of 1942, 1992. On here has a soldier, has a flag on there. 50th anniversary. Philippines, 1 peso. This next coin is from India, 5 rupees. And this coin honors the centennial of the birth of Mother Teresa in 2010. So it has the date of 1910-2010 on it. Then we have another country where it's my first coin, dated 2001. This is going to have the Greek alphabet on it because this is from the country of Macedonia. This country made the news a year or 2 ago by changing their name officially to North Macedonia because the country of Greek felt like they owned the Macedonian culture and not Macedonia. So they said, fine, you can call yourself South Macedonia and we'll call ourselves North Macedonia. So that is my first Macedonian coin. Maybe I'll find a coin eventually that is called North Macedonian, but I won't be able to read it because it's in the alphabet I can't read. So as we're still thinking about German or coins that made up the countries that became part of Germany, we've got this one that I would have cost 5 times as much if I hadn't dropped it, and if I did not, if it didn't have that hole in it, but 2 Pfennig of 1865, and I don't remember what country that was from. We've got a few of these that are all from different countries. This one is from the country of Baden. Maybe it's Baden. Leopold Groscherzog von Baden. 1 Kreuzer dated 1852. I think we've got a couple other coins that are similar to that. And you tell on some of these coins by the shield, and there are small regions that sometimes took turns joining forces with each other. This one was abbreviated KSSM. I think that's 4 different states that kind of all merged together to be one at the time. It was one Pfennig, dated 1840 something. That one's in rough shape. Last of these old German coins, another one that has a hole in it. And this one might be from the same set as the other one. We've got one Pfennig dated 1865. Now I've got 3 silver coins that I bought from the same dealer. This first one I got just because it was below spot price, but it was well-worn coin from Dominican Republic. This was, we talked about Dominican Republic earlier. If you could read it, it would give the number of grams on this side, but it is a 5 centavos coin from, well, the last 2 digits are 44, so I don't know if it'd make more sense if that was 1944, 1844. If I hold it in the right, it is 1944. Then, next, this one is from 1924. We have a silver coin from Bolivia. This one is also in rough shape. It's kind of damaged, bent a little bit. But again, I bought this below spot price, and I can see right there it says 83.5% silver. This last coin was also silver, although it's got a lower silver content than some of the others. This is an 1800s coin from Turkey, and I saw this one. It took me a while to figure out what it was before. I figured it out before making the order, and if I remember, this one is about 1820. This one is probably the oldest coin that I'm showing today, and so it doesn't have that much silver content, but it's in pretty good shape for being almost 200 years old. So these are my recent coin pickups, and I'm going to keep on posting coin videos of the ones that pick up. I've been posting a lot of baseball card videos here recently, and other things that I might be collecting or have at home, and also been taking photos of things in the Nashville area, and I'll keep on posting some of those videos. So if you like this video, go ahead and double strike the like button on here and the subscribe button, and tell me what kind of videos you want to see. Thanks for watching. Bye.